Hey there guys, it's Landry here with the Small Wrestling Alliance giving you my review of the December 13th episode of NXT and to tell you if it was worth it. Now this is a special episode of NXT because it actually aired on the USA Network. Possibly a trial run, maybe they're going to bring it up to the USA full time on Wednesday. To be completely honest with you, I'm not a big fan of that. For the most part, it's because NXT is supposed to be a developmental program. And while there's many guys who are already great wrestlers, great characters, great promo guys and all, there's still a lot of people who are the developmental. And I feel if you go and you bring them up into the USA Network right from their start, you you make it harder for them. It's not really fair because people are going to go and judge that as a full product and judge everyone on it as like a fully developed wrestler and judge them to that standard, and it's really not fair to them. At least that's what I feel. I mean, if you bring it up to USA, are you going to have another developmental program? Or are you going to have people wrestle live events a lot longer than you do already? Because they need to all that time to really prepare. It's it doesn't seem fair. I'd rather NXT where it is now on the WWE Network, and really kind of hope it stays there. But anyways, let's go into actual matches of the night. Now, one key word that's gonna keep popping up is rushed, because it was on the network on the USA Network and wanted to get a lot of attention for it. They tried to fit a lot of things into this. Quite a few matches. There was 4 matches, promos, video packages. They tried to fit so much into this, and it all came off as very rushed. Uh, it started off with a video package, and this was fine video package, but seeing how they had to rush other things, I kind of wish they would have spent less time on that and more on on other matches and all. But it was a video package showing, Drew McIntyre losing, getting injured, and the announcement of the number one contenders tournament. Um, but we had another match for that tonight. So after that happened, we then went into the first match of the night, which was Adrian Almas versus Fabian Eichner. I gotta see what type of name is Fabian Eichner. That might be his real name. And I'm sorry, but I would probably change that. I, it's just not really that great. But anyways, the match itself was rushed. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying that all night, but it was rushed. There was 2 quite cool spots, but then it just kind of, ended. There was some interference from Zelina distracting Fabian. He got thrown into some steps, and then Adrian hit the underhook DDT and won. That's really just how flat it ended, and it really just ended before any real excitement. Like, those spots were pretty cool in the match itself, but I don't know. It just was not very good. Very rushed and definitely not worth it. Now, the next match was a tag team match between the Authors of Pain and the newly formed tag team of Oni Lon and Daniel Birch. Um, and those 2 guys have had very good matches together. They had very similar styles, and earlier in the year had some good matches. So I guess they decided, hey, let's pair these 2 up, because if they can have good matches together, they could have good matches as a tag team, and it could have some hope. And their match between the Authors of Pain did have some genuine excitement to it, and some nice brawling to it. But once again, rushed, and it ended so quickly that just fell flat. Not really worth it. Then, along with this, we've had a video package for Aleister Black teasing their match, Aleister Black and Adam Cole's match later on in the night. Then you had a promo with Sanity, largely just to introduce people to Sanity, because once again, this is supposed to be on the USA Network and appear to a wider audience. So that you just put that in there so that they can introduce them. And all that stuff that I said right there, the two different video packages, the promo and the two matches, were all like the first 20 minutes, I think. Then we had another match, which was for the NXT Women's Championship, with Ember Moon defending against Peyton Royce. And then it was a good match. It actually had some really good stuff in there. But once again, rushed. And it just... It could have been so much better if it had more time to develop. It was rushed, and the ending kind of came abruptly to it. So, and even after that happened, we only got to the 30-minute mark. We had 3 matches, promo, 2 video packages in 30 minutes. That's how rushed everything was. That's how much they tried to fit everything in. And it just really showed. While the Ember Moon Peyton Royce match was very good, I still wanted to see so much more of it. And everything in it was very quick, very rushed, and the end came abruptly, and it could have been better. I guess that was a lot of it. And then we had a video package for Adam Cole, of course. And then they ended up having their match together, Adam Cole versus Aleister Black. And this was a very, very good match. But still does not take away from the fact that it was rushed. I'm sorry that I have to keep saying this, but that's just really what it was. And it was very, very good. And it would be a fine match, except for that whole looming thing that these two guys could have put on a much better match. And that was the whole thing through the night. And it's like, every time I saw the match, and it's like, this could have been better than what it did. But they went for quantity over quality, and it really shows. And I may be giving it a harsh time, because I will definitely say you could check this out. I'm definitely not saying, oh, this is avoid everything on here. Everything was terrible. I'm definitely not saying that, but it's just everything could have been better. But they really sacrificed it just to try to cram so much more stuff in. And I don't even know how that ends up bringing more people in, I don't know, it's like just, here's a little teaser. You want longer matches? Well, you don't watch it full time. I don't know, but it was good, but had so much more potential. So, as it all wraps up, are they all worth it? For what they were. But that still doesn't mean that it was great. It would I say watch it? Yes, watch it at this NXT if you have the time. But it's not the showstopper that should have been. It's not really the... I felt that if they gave each match its appropriate amount of time, this would have been great. It probably would have even been better than this weekend's pay-per-view, because I've seen so much potential in that short amount of time. I've seen so much potential in all these matches of stuff they really could have done to make it really exciting, but it just wasn't there. So I know this review's a little shorter than the other ones. It's a little rushed, but it's kind of worked with what they gave me. Anyways, until next time, see ya.